You know you need to keep your website updated, but pushing that tiny little update button can be somewhat terrifying, I know. So today I'm going to walk you through the process so you don't let fear hold you back while hackers are busting in on your site. Hi, I'm Alli, and I help emerging entrepreneurs get their businesses up and running online with a standout brand and website. But if you aren't keeping your website backed up and the software that runs it up to date, then you're leaving your website vulnerable to attacks, which could lead to broken elements on your website over time, and that's no good. So the first thing you need to do is always make a backup of your website before making any updates. Parts of your website that may have been working perfectly fine before may suddenly break due to conflicts in the plugins that you'll be updating. This is why it's so important to have a backup of your website. It's kind of like having a life insurance policy so that if the worst happens, you can roll back to a previous version of your website and restore it to where you were previously at. So how often you should back up your website really depends on how often you're making content changes to it, like adding blog post, for example. A good place to start is to at least be backing up your site once a week. Every day would be even better. Hopefully you're hosting your website with a company that performs regular backups of your website for you. If not though, don't worry. There are many free and paid for plugins that you can use. A few of these are BackupBuddy, UpdraftPlus, BackWPUP, and Duplicator. So now that you have a current backup of your website, it's time to make any updates that are needed. There are 3 things that need to be updated in this order on your WordPress website. 1, the plugins, 2, your theme, and 3, the WordPress core. When you're logged into the back end of your WordPress website, you'll see the word plugins here, which is where your plugins are located. And if you see a red circle here with a number inside of it, that's how many plugins need to be updated. And you also see up here under dashboard updates, this red circle is showing that I have 5 updates to be made. So there's 2 ways to update your plugins. The first way is to go ahead and click on plugins here, installed plugins, and then you can click all of the plugins that need to be updated. Under bulk actions, click update and apply. Or you can uncheck these and one by one click update now right here by clicking on this link. The other option is to go back under the dashboard and go see all of your updates on this one page here. And at the top you'll see that the WordPress core is available for an update, as well as these 3 plugins and my theme. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of my plugins here and click on Update Plugins. And now you can see that all of my plugins have been updated. I'm going to return to the plugins page, and they all are appearing here updated as well. So now I'm going to go back to the updates page and I'm going to select my theme, update theme. And the same goes with the WordPress core. Make sure that your website is backed up, as we spoke about before, and click on Update Now. And now that we've updated WordPress, you can see that there is another plugin that needs to be updated. So I'll go over here and click on Update Now and update this plugin as well. And now everything's up to date. I recommend performing updates every 2 weeks. And to be sure this task gets done, go ahead and create a repeat event in your calendar for every 2 weeks so that you're sure to do it. Listen, I understand that making backups of your website and updating it regularly maybe doesn't sound like the most fun, but it is absolutely necessary so that your website remains visible for your potential clients to find you, and so that it's running smoothly so that you can grow your business, which is what you want to do, right? And you might be thinking, well, I want to find a web host who will be performing backups for me regularly, and that with a little click of a button I can roll back to, which is really, really helpful. And if that's the case, go ahead and click the video that's on your screen right now where I go over how to choose a web host for your WordPress website. And if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and the little notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Now let's go get them.